Hello and welcome back to my channel, Delilah's Paris with Indian Hen Farm. Y'all, I've been working on sort of my stash, building up some stuff because the next set of journals I'm going to do, I want to sew all the way in. I really love these flexible journals, but I wanted to do some that were completely kind of sewn in that you won't be able to remove. And because I'm doing that, I'll be doing a lot of the decorating beforehand because like I said, I like my journals to be flat. So one of the things I really like to do is sort of take papers like this where maybe it's a little long and do kind of a fun fold because one, I think it looks cool with different textures and pages behind it. And then I like to do what I call these little these paper pulls. So it's like a tab pull and you just pull it over. I just think it looks really cool. And I was working on, hold on, sorry. I was working on some of these polka dotted papers. I found this old journal at Goodwill Outlet. And it was in good shape. And a lot of these, not all of them, let me see. You got to find like the center of the signature. Not there. Ah, right here. So there's thread sewing this in. So if I take my straight edge knife and sort of cut those. And this one's a little weird because it's like sewn and then there's like a little spot that's glued. I'm not entirely sure I get it, but I'm working with it because it is what it is. And just make sure those are complete. Like, I think I missed one here. Okay. So now they're all, are they all cut? Yeah, they're all cut. So then I can sort of shimmy, take these two pages and shimmy them out. And then when I put this in my journal, it'll go in like this. So it's like straightforward. Like you could do this with writing paper so that your lines were this way instead of this way. Does that make sense? So I'll get as many out as is in this signature. See, it's so weird how this one's a little weird. Anyway, it doesn't even matter. But pull some out. And I'm always looking for books that have, like, this one has these little polka dot things. And then the other was ledger paper. And I just love sort of the different textures and colors and things. And what I started doing then was doing some, like, light collage along the edges. So when this is in a journal, say this is my journal. When you get to this page, it'll have a different fold and you can pull it open. This one wasn't done yet. This one, not sure if I'm all over the board here. So I did some light collage on this edge. I did some light collage on this edge. And then I did just this little center piece here. One, this helps kind of reinforce that center where those light holes were. But then I would fold this down just a little because I know this is going to be too wide. I think it's fun to fold them two different. So fold that down and then maybe do, this one's backwards, but you could do a little pull tab. Like this one will work here. On this side. So you glue it like that, maybe glue it down here, and it kind of finishes this page and gives kind of a fun overhang on the side of your journal. So I've been making some of these pages, and I thought, oh, I need some more pull tabs because I like to kind of have a box of these ready to go. So I thought we'd do those together. So I've got some book page. This is already been doubled up. When I have a book that I like the sort of color of the paper, I'll cut a whole bunch out. And I'm just going to get a nice, I think I need some right and some left. So I'm going to cut, I know I want one straight edge. Let me just do this one too. Get a couple of them done. But this is what I was working on anyway, and I thought, well, I'll share it. You know, a lot of the ideas or things that I love most in journals, I feel like are maybe not super intricate, but I enjoy them. Okay, so I'm going to do my stamp. I'm going to pick some stamps. I've got this little flower already on here, so let's do one of these real quick. It's the same as this. And then we'll look for some other ones. And I like to do my stamp first. Hold on, let me think here. So it needs to go, okay. There, okay. And maybe do a, what else I got? What else do I have right here? Where'd they go? I just had them. Do I do this all the time, guys? I'm like, where'd it go? Oh, well. It is what it is. Oh, well. I guess we'll just do a bug. Even though I kind of have enough bugs, but it'll be fun. Let's do a bug. I like to sort of mix it up and have bugs and flowers and plants and things. Okay. There's that guy. And where did those stamps go that I just had out? Where did I move them? That's gonna drive me crazy. Did I put them back over here? Here's some. Oh, I like this fern. Let's try the fern. Let's try that. I love ferns. I think they're so pretty. So, like I said, I start by just kind of getting some stamps on. I wish that were a little darker. Let's do one more and see if we can't get it a little darker. But these can really kind of elevate a page that you didn't do too much to. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay. And I've got this one. What do we got in here? Well, we might as well just mix it up. It's not a big deal. It's gonna be fine. What else we got in here? Little fern. Bugs. I had a whole set of flowers out. I swear I did. This is what happens. I get so busy getting ready and then I can't figure out what I do with things. I really love this guy. Let's do this guy. I like the hornets and the bees. Everybody likes the bees, right? Okay. So I'm just going to make, however many of these that I have the setup for. And, okay. See, that is such a cool stamp. I like that one. And y'all can hang and craft with me. This is kind of a, like, craft with me video. What else we got in here? We got this guy. Let's do this guy. I was hoping to do more plants today, but, you know, we're just going to work with it, right? I think one of these is a one of these is a hornet and one of them is a honeybee, I think. Okay, that guy. Let's start. Let's go with these and see how far we get. Okay. Okay. So, the reason I stamp them first is because I know kind of how to tear it to make it to how I would like it. So this is here. I'm going to have my pull tab so it's going to tear it on this side. Okay. I had to think that through. Sometimes I know, like, sometimes I need right ones and sometimes I need left ones. Okay, so I'm going to give this just kind of a funky tear. Not trying to overthink it too much. Okay, I think I like that. And let's see, we got this guy. Okay. That one's torn. I'll put my pile here. It's nice to be able to do some stuff that, you know, you can use some rubber stamps and some, you're not like, okay, I need to, I don't know, whatever, have a whole bunch of expensive stuff. So, and we have to mix it up, right? Let's see. Huh. Okay, that one. And then I'll do more stamps on these extra pieces. I'm just going to throw them over here. Oh, that one's kind of close. You know what? Let's do this one. I do this one again. Where is it? Where's the feather? The fern, the fern, the fern. There it is. I really wanted to try a fern because I haven't done one before. But I need a little more edge there to do some cool tearing. If I do it, like, I'm not going to get much of a torn look, which is that little edge. So we'll do something else with that. Okay. So I'm going to bring this in just a little bit. Okay. And okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And that one's kind of close too, huh? Well, okay, let's do these ones. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that it? I thought I did more than that. It's okay. I'll be doing more. Some days it's nice just to come up with one thing that you're working on and work on it sort of all day. And I really do love these. So, okay. So I feel like just the black is a little black. So I always like to pick a contrasting color and sort of a contrasting stamp. I've got these sort of labely ones. What is this? It's kind of like a postage for Berlin, I think. I have them in different colors. Let's do some green on this one. Ooh, that's probably too much ink. Oh, well. We'll figure it out. Okay. So we got that. I really like this mustard seed color. It's kind of fun. Just gives a little sort of contrast. And it's not almost like you can really necessarily read it. It's more just some additional texture, if that makes sense. What else I've got, well, let's do some red. I usually am very sparing with red. Such a dominant color, right? But I do like red. It's one of my favorite colors, actually. Okay, let's see. And this last one, well, do some blue. Okay. Okay. So that's what I got going on there. These, get those put away. And then, ooh, oh, found the stamps. Okay, I'm going to use my vintage photo. That'll work. Okay. I'm going to use my vintage photo and just... I know not all y'all are in the United States, but I cannot believe we're almost at Thanksgiving. Can I just... Never mind, I'm not going to say it. I think I shared with y'all my trip to London in my 20s. And one of the things that amused me was we went on it was during the Thanksgiving holiday, because it was really a reasonably priced trip at the time, because not many Americans obviously travel too much on Thanksgiving. Well, they do to families and stuff, but not out of the country, right? Anyway, so everyone when we were walking would say, "Happy Year Thanksgiving," which I thought was pretty adorable. I did not miss not being here for Thanksgiving. It's a great time to travel out of the country. Okay, so we're just getting some sort of, just trying to kind of funk them up a little, right? Not the bad word funk. Funk. F-U-N-C-K. Funk. Okay. That sounded... Sometimes I talk so fast. My daughter thinks butthead is a curse word, though. She always corrects me up. She's like, "Oh, you curse." And I'm like, butthead is not a curse word. Okay. So we kind of have these things going, right? And then pick a corresponding thing you want to go with it. I did throw some out. What I got here? Let's see. Huh, that might be kind of fun. That's too busy, isn't it? Okay. Okay. So on these, I glued them shut. Because they're not actually... Let me show you. So it's like this, right? And if I glue it, I don't want that part on the front to show. I know. I'm weird. I do them both ways. So we got this one. Let's just glue a few of these shut so we have them ready to go. So like if I was doing this, I would probably take out like, you know, 20 or whatever and just get kind of a big batch done. I kind of like working in batches. It's fun. Because I can take just as much time to do 3 as I can take to do 15. Are you guys that way too? Like, because I'll start, you know, being like, well, do I want this way or do I want it that way? Whereas if I'm making 10 or whatever, I'm like, okay, don't overthink it. Each project will, like, you make them and you may not love it in that moment, but later you're like, oh, this one's perfect for whatever it is you're doing with it. There's 1, 2, 3. Well, let's do a polka dotted one. I'm running my tab little container. I'm starting to get down to the ones that I didn't like as much, that I don't use very often. Okay. I haven't done any with this shape yet because I got really obsessed with the whale tab. Okay, one more and then we'll call it done. Ah, Lord, Delight. Got a little carried away there. Okay, so I got these and can't believe it's already almost 4 o'clock. It's been a day. Okay, let's get that in there. And that's too red. Kind of like that, but I'm curious. Okay, that one's too long, so we'll do this one. So then I'm just going to ink these up. So we have reading night on Tuesday nights for the family, where no screens are on. We read books. And I love to read. I probably read 3 or 4 books a week. Okay, maybe not that many, but at least 2. When I'm in my reading zone. You know how you go through a zone where you're knitting or you're doing something, and then you go through you're like, oh, I started reading a good book and now I want another one, and then at some point you're like, okay, I'm ready to do something else. But my daughter she's always been obsessed with graphic novels, and I have to work really hard because I don't mind a graphic novel or comic book or whatever. It's not what I read, but I try to remember, like, I don't want to judge it because I want her to enjoy reading. And if I'm sitting there being like, well, that's not a real book, right? Well, who wants to hear that, right? So my husband has struggled a little. He's like, I'd like to see her read something besides a graphic novel. And I'm like, hey, if she's reading, that's good enough, right? So we talked about it, and we decided, we're like, okay, you know what? The main thing is that she's reading for enjoyment. But I found this book, it's been a few weeks ago, at Goodwill Outlet, and it was something on dragons. I can't remember the name of the series, but I said, hey, do you think you'd be interested in this? And she picked it up and kind of flipped through it, and she saw it, and she really loves dragons. Like the Wings of Fire series and all that. And she goes, yeah, I think I want it. I said, well, listen. I said, if you don't read it, I think it was like 60 cents by the time I paid for it. I said, then you owe me the 60 cents. I said, but if you read it, then it's on me. I know, I sound so mean, don't I? So anyway, so she goes, well, can I just pay for it then? I'm like, thanks, honey. No, 60 cents, I guess, isn't a lot of motivation. But anyway, she loved it. She read the whole thing, and today she's like, I need the next book. And I was so excited, and I can't show that I'm excited. Because if I show that I'm excited, you know how kids are. Oh, you want me to like this? I'm out. Or at least that's how my kid is. So I was like, oh. I said, well, maybe I can pay for half. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I would buy you every single book in this series because I'm so excited, but I got to be cool. So, long story, just to say, I was really excited to see my kid read an actual chapter book. I know. I just like to entertain y'all. I don't know if I do or if it's annoying, but it'll be fine. Okay. I know those who don't like it. Either find a different channel or fast forward me or mute me. We live in that age where you can kind of have it your way, right? Okay, so I'm just going to pop this on. Okay. And then I like to have some of these little words. And I bought this scrapbook paper thing that had a whole bunch of these, and I just cut them all out. Let's see. Oh, this one. See, I doubled up this paper, but apparently I didn't glue it very well, which is fine. I'll just fix it on up. I think it was before I bought the good glue sticks. Okay. So, like, if I were going to use this on this, I'm going to go right there. I'm going to go here. See, and if I was using this on this page, I would just glue that on. And it's kind of a ready to go cluster tab, right? And it's so cute. I think it's cool. So let me finish these ones up. I have this long ones, and I've been kind of really, I'm finally starting to be like, okay, I'm ready for something besides just whale tabs. I'm getting there. Okay. So we'll just glue these on. And these are really fast, but like I said, I really feel like they dress up a page that doesn't have a lot going on. Come on. Sure. Whoop. Whoop. Okay. Like, that's not a very exciting page, but it's just got a little something that carries the theme through. And I really dig that. Okay, that one. We've got this one. I guess we'll do the green, which is to be expected. I should have. Oh, well, it is what it is. It might even be fun. Here, let's try this. Just for giggles. For giggles, let's see. Let's do that one. Not that, because that's too, well, might not work. Oh, we'll do it that way. Let's see what it looks like with two. Oh, I kind of like that. Yeah. That's kind of cool, right? Oh. Ooh. Maybe I'll do more like that. Not memories. We got wonderful memories, discover. Oh, more memories, timeless. Let's do timeless. Because ferns are timeless. Okay. Let's go here. We're going to go here. I forgot to put one on this one. Huh? Noteworthy. And last but not least, got a little bumblebee. So I've got this one or this one. I don't love either of those, but it's fine. We're gonna just use this one. Okay. Oh, you are not strict. Okay, and that one. Okay. And let's put in amazing, because you are an amazing honeybee. We appreciate you. Okay. Okay. So I have these pages, and I'm going to do more, but then we just, let's do the green on this one, because we got a little green there. So if you have a whole stack of these as you're doing a journal, you can just, that's enough. Hold on, might need more. Okay. Oh, there, like that, and like that. And, excuse me, guys. And we have sort of a little tab cluster thing going on that I just think really, I mean, on this page, it kind of took up most of the writing space, so I might do some white, something on this just to add a little more. But then you would just fold this out. I'm going to glue this down completely. In fact, let's just do it. I'm not going to make a side tuck or anything. I just want these to be writing pages. Okay. I feel like I have like ink all over my hands. See, and then you have this back side here. It's really cute. I really like it. And on this one, we can do, well, let's see. Got the honeybee. Let's do the honeybee. Yeah. Okay. And I think they're really awesome. I enjoy them. And if you have a whole pile of them and you're on a page in a journal, plain page, you can just add one on. Obviously, this is the wrong, but I could just put that on there and it dresses that page up. It just gives you a little something. Okay, guys, I hope you liked the video. Like, subscribe, share, comment, whatever you'd like. And I will see you guys again next week. Enjoy. Thanks.